set to get this one started. Off we go in the rain in Landover. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Stroud going to throw right away. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10. At the 19-yard line.
Pioneer! Let's go now. Ready?
Daniels starts with a pass. That is caught at the 3. And he's into the end zone. What a start! Ladd McConkey. Touchdown, Commanders. Riley Patterson now to have the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jackson now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Their own 32-yard line.
On the quick, right? Tony.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. This one is caught by Dotson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7.
19 Texas. Oh, ready? 11. 18. Right, Tony. Hey, Uno Mars.
Crowd to throw. I had a defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Eagles 1st down.
Where's the hot?
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Eagles.
South. Hey, Uno. Buggy.
Stroud going to set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Eagles 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
To throw, it's Stroud. And gets that one complete to Collins. after the catch. He gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
29-yard line.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
3rd and a yard.
Look the hot, look the hot. Here we go. Hey, south. Hey, uno. Buggy. Yeah.
Stroud. And that is incomplete. Contact was served just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
All right. 18. What's up?
In motion now, it's Collins. They'll go. It's Stroud. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Turnover on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. So, from 3rd and 7, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Good for Washington. 1st down.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
All right.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
2nd and 10.
All right. Tony.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
18. What's up?
To throw is Stroud. He'll get that out to Barkley. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Listen hot, listen hot. Hey, uno more.
On fourth down, Stroud throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Why, Tony? Hey, south. Buggy.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Commanders with the early lead. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll be second down.
Oh, and
Here's Stroud. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now third down comes up.
And 10 yards to go.
here we go. 11. 18. What's that? 19 Texas.
Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And now it's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. Now Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's fourth down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. It's second down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
Ready.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up second and 1 at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second down and a yard.
Here we go. Start. 70 Warriors. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Come, my team. Come.
Throwing again. Daniel. He'll swing this out to Harris. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. Just like that. that, it's 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
70 Lions. Let's go.
They'll run with Harris. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal.
Tag. 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
That is caught side of the end zone. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0.
Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Oh, ready? 118. What's up?
On 1st down, it's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Pollard. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Over 1st and 10.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
19 Charger, 19.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Out wide. Here's Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
18 Rodney, 18 reps. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. That's your man, that's your man.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Pass taken in by Harris. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Once again, he gets it down. It'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
19, right here. Cut 19. Cut 19. Shot 50. Shot 50. Cutting.
Third and short, and it's Daniel. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense is right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Washington,
Second, 60. 60.
First and 10 at the
19 tight.
16-yard
19 tight. Panther 11. Panther.
To the air again is Daniel. This is caught 2. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Commanders. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Commanders will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Jackson now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go. 19. That's right.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll go. It's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Cobb. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
19 Texans.
Stroud to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
19. What's that? South. Why, Tony. Good.
Stroud. A pass. Caught by Saquon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. That's Goddard in motion. A second down throw for Stroud. He's into space past the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Warriors 70, Panthers 60, Panthers 60. 7 Pirates.
Daniels now on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
On the ready. 70 ready. Cougar 19. Go.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneers.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9.
Ready.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Washington. Second touchdown for him in the game, number 14 on the year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. This one complete to Higgins. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Stroud. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Eagles, first down. A gain of 7. First down, Philadelphia.
Now Stroud. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. From the 44-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7. At the 44-yard line.
To throw, it's Stroud. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. First and 10.
11. Here we go.
They'll go play action with Stroud. John Campbell in there to drop him as he registers sack number 4 on the season.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On second down, Stroud. That's taken in by Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
All right. 18. White, Tony. Look at hot. Bucky. Hey, south. Good.
Here's Stroud. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, it's Stroud. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. 60 for the season. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Watch Tony. Look at hot.
Back to throw. Stroud. This one caught at the 4. And he'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal. On play action. Stroud. That is caught. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. Saquon. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. Fourth and goal.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on fourth and goal. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Velus Jones now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Curve 19. Let's go. 60 Eagles. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Second and 19 at the 19-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. On target, got it to McClure. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
They could have put it at the 1 and gone for 2, but they elect to still kick it here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Commanders 35, Eagles 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Dorrance Armstrong in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Throwing on second down. Stroud as he throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
In motion now, it's Collins. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Open man, that's Collins. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Come on, set! Viking 18! 79 Broncos! Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. Now it's going to be third down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big eight. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
That pass taken in by McLaurin. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal.
And the Washington first down.
They'll run it here with Jones. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up second.
On second down, it's Daniels. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
You know, kind of interesting. You don't see a lot of teams play dime personnel down here in the real low red zone, Mike, but great job by the defensive coordinator anticipating pass, right personnel, right coverage, and really muddied up that back end for the quarterback.
Third and goal. It's Daniels. Moving to his right. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Patterson now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
42. Eagles 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
18. Hey, south. Good.
Stroud to throw here on first down. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards. And an Eagle first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. At 18. That's it.
In motion now, it's Collins.
Good.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Buggy. Wow, that's right. At 18. That's it. 11. Hey, uno. Look to hot. Good.
Stroud. And he's got another one. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are able to edge a bit closer.
Eagles 21.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Ready? Check up.
Right side hauled in by McConkey. Down to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Washington. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. On comes Patterson for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Commanders tack on one more to their lead.
Commanders 49. Eagles 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. There's that man again. Another catch. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
At the 35-yard line.
All right. What? 18. What's that? 19 Texas. Hey, south.
Now Stroud. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Eagles are able to cut into the deficit.
Commanders 49. Eagles 28.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
65 catch, 65 catch. 70 Lions. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Let's go. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. The ball deep for the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Harry Flores. Touchdown, Commander. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point, it is blocked. He works free, right side. Inside the 40. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 18. Hey, uno.
Stroud gonna set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Look the hot. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Eagles 1st down.
Hey, uno more.
A gain of 15.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70, 70 Viking, 18, 19 Lion. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Panther 11. Here we go. Set.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Commanders are going to extend their lead.
62. Eagles 38.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jackson now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Where's the hot? Hey, uno. 11. Hey, uno more.
To throw, it's Stroud. He'll get that out to Barkley.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
It is 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
18. That's it.
That's Goddard in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70.
On play action, Daniels. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
7 Pirates, 60 by Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That ball broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
18, Pioneer. 6, ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. This one caught at the 4. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. extra point by Patterson is good. The Commanders stretch things out even further.
Eagles 38.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line.
Hey, one more. Here we go. On 18. That's it.
Here we go. One final play. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They fought till the end, but still will come up short. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play right after the catch.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Eagles 46.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven or earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
that whip, yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry, that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night, cause it's meant to be ours.